don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one foot and say, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You want to Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Tate. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs. And
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
operating from the gun. Jones. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three. Kill.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Down. 90, Wolf.
56. Watch the screen.
Gone.
Watch the screen. Big Dan.
Five.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Spike 56. Man, let's get some penetration here. Check.
Twist on travel.
Check.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26, check 26.
Play action. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On the return, it's Tate. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
You ready?
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Look at me. Go, hit it.
On second down, Barkley, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
55. Tackle.
Say go.
Jones on third down. It's caught. Shepard. Room here to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, 8-3.
Check 56. Come off the ball.
Hey, echo.
56.
Snap.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Hey, check Mike.
5.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Play the win. Let's go.
Their own 14-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Second and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Tight end's right. You got three down. 24 is the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well, because his quickness often wins the route.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal, Washington.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying the power game with Ham. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready, set.
Go on, D. Watch tight end, watch Tight right.
Jones now on first down. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Hey, exit.
Watch the boot. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 56.
On first down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment, looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. On second down, Love. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. On third and goal, Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. His throw incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Switch it.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend, and nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Haskins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
24 is the mic. All right, T, let's Hey.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, here's Love. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Jones throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Be careful.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Love. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get off the train track.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3 out. 90 isn't Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hard. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
61, matchbox lights.
SOS. Check nickel.
5.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They come out here in the eye.
Outlaw, protein spill.
Watch twins. Shift. Bang. Let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rosa's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Here we go with Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Haskins to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
To number 15. A gain of 15. First down, Redskins.
Ready? Ready. Tight go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's crashing. He's checking through. Go. Check through. Go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Watch out.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check read. Check cross.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Love, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Redskins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.